So I recently went on a little trip to Battleship, New Jersey.
It's very sunny up here for her. Here, sweetie. Yeah, ready? No, no.
The main reason for my trip was I wanted to come down and see Ryan and take a look at their emergency diesel generators. A few years ago, Ryan had done a video about uh, the after diesel generator, um, and there weren't too many details about it. People were asking about it, so when I went over there, I was also asking about it, and my main mission here was to find the tags on this thing. So you see me scanning around. The lights don't work in this compartment, so I've got my phone next to my GoPro, and I am looking for a tag that says what this thing is. Give me some specs. Um, I didn't find the answers that day, but a friend of mine, Paul Strubeck, did help me identify this as an Alco 540. Uh, Technically, it's possible it's an Alco 539, but because of the year that New Jersey was built, this is 99% a 540. And the difference between a 539 and a 540 is just that the block is welded instead of cast. Um, So basic specs here. This is a 6-cylinder, 4-stroke, non-turbo diesel engine here. Usually we are hanging out with Cleveland diesel engines, but these Alcos, you can also find them in probably most famously the Navy yard tug Hoga, which has these in its engine room. There's a little bit of sailor art there. As I understand it, the New Jersey crew actually does a sailor art tour. So if you're in the area, you should probably take that tour. And the gauge here, it's always fun to look at the gauges. This one was last calibrated in 1989. There's an abandoned tag sitting in there.
Is it one of those red "Do Not Energize" tags?
No, it's a gray tag. Looks like it's an informational tag. So this is what it looks like to be a Navy donation, I guess, when they come back for you.
Oh yeah. I'm so jealous of you guys and your lack of a Navy contract and the condition you got the vessel in. Even if she was ridden hard and driven a lot longer.
So another big thing going on with New Jersey is the decking project. So where I'm walking here, this is what the deck was looking like. You can see some moss growing over here, the wood's rotting away. And this deck is, the mishmash of, maybe some original teak, and then teak from every decade that the ship was around. And they are redoing it in teak. So I'm actually going to just show you clips of, what it was, then down to bare metal that's rusty, then the primer, and then the finished product. It looks great, and it's very smooth even on the hand. So here's the bare metal, and you see the layer of flash rust here. just can't help but keep looking up at those guns. Any one of those turrets weighs more than the Slater. And here's the layer of primer that they put down. I'm not sure what it is. It looks like rusty metal primer to me, but it looked a little thick, so I don't know if it's an epoxy coating. I didn't get any specifics about this. And here is what the whole deck's going to look like, which is going to be really exciting because it's amazing, and I just couldn't help but just feel it. You know, this thing is laid down. It's a slightly different system, as Ryan says, but it's all caulked. It's probably going to be good for, I don't know, 25 years, 50 years. And that is it. That is everything that I have from my very brief visit to Battleship New Jersey. Big thanks to the Battleship New Jersey team, Libby, who got my meeting with Ryan set up for the second time, and Ryan for taking the time. He was actually late to another meeting because he was bringing me around